Hi everyone, good morning. I'm just sitting there by my pool, just got the cleaner in. I thought I'd put my message out today. I wanted to talk a little bit about our kiddos, and I was thinking about a combination between our kids and the GI system, and I thought I'd talk about both. I was guilty big time of feeding my kids full of processed foods and Gatorade and pop and Twizzlers was a staple in our cabinets, and Doritos and just all that stuff I used to feed my kids full of. And I just didn't know what I didn't know. I didn't really think about what it was doing to their gut. And now I know, because I keep meeting up with people who are teenagers or early 20s or younger 30s who their colon and their gut is so inflamed that they have pain, they have, either loose stools or horrible constipation. They can't even eat fruits and vegetables raw, which is not right? Our body needs fruits and vegetables, but their gut is so damaged and scarred and inflamed from everything that's been put in it from a young age that now their body can't take it, which is really sad. And I'm sorry, but IBS and all these autoimmune diseases and ulcerative colitis and all of this stuff is happening because of what we're putting in our guts. I mean, how does that not make sense, right? When we put food in our gut that our gut does not know how to process, it's like, whoa, what in the world is a Cheerio, right? I don't know what Cheerios are. I know what an apple is, but I don't know what Cheerios are. So when we put that in our gut over and over again every morning and then say, hey, take this, I've just given you Cheerios and 0 live enzymes to figure out how to digest this, then it gets stuck in our gut and we can't digest it. And then over time that just lines our gut, it's covered in sludge, and then it causes inflammation and damage. And so when we feed our kids like this, like I used to feed my kids Crave every morning for breakfast. It was their favorite cereal, was Crave. Or Brent would stop off and get them a treat, which would be like some giant Long John donut or something. And that's how they would start their day. And then maybe or may not have a glass of water, and who knows when they were going to get fruits and vegetables in their body, because it was probably not until dinner time, right? So that was a problem. And I was setting them up to be more likely to have ulcerative colitis, some sort of autoimmune disease, cancer, diabetes, whatever it was. I was priming them for it. And this generation that we have now of kids is supposed to live shorter than their parents. It's the first generation to do that, which is really sad. And if you think about it, it's the first generation to have 3 generations before them that have eaten processed foods and fast foods. So their genes and their bodies have been primed by those generations of poor eating. When I was a kid, I ate nasty stuff. I mean, we had Ruffles and gross stuff in our house, but we just didn't know better. It was food to us. But it's not food, you guys. Our kids deserve better. And if you just put that stuff in their bodies, if you start by, like one reason why I love Juice Plus is my kids started craving fruits and vegetables more. It's an easy way to get it in there. Plus, I know at least they're getting that. But, Pete's been asking me to go buy black plums at the grocery store for the last 2 days. He's like, Mom, have you gotten me the black plums yet? So that's what he's craving. He's not dying for a candy bar. Now, if somebody were to hand him a candy bar, he would eat it, okay? Of course he would. He's 7. But that's not in our house. So for the most of the time, he's not going to eat it. And I'm certainly not going to give it to him. If somebody's going to give it to him, it's going to be somebody else, not me, okay? And so our kids deserve better. It's up to us as parents to protect their bodies. It's such an important role of ours. We send our kids to school. We make sure they do their homework. We make sure they pick up their room and make their bed. But then at lunchtime, we give them grilled cheese and chips. right? It's not working. I was doing it, you guys. I'm not judgy-wudgy, I promise. This was me. I just want us to change our thinking. We have to. Because if we don't, then generations are going to keep getting sicker. And I'm sorry, but I don't want my kids to have IBS because I keep meeting people with it, and it's terrible. It's awful. How would it feel? How would you feel if you couldn't eat a salad because your gut couldn't process the darn thing? So let's reverse this problem. Let's make sure that our kids don't have all these issues that, you know, my generation has and the generation above me. Let's try to heal their guts now, and so we set them up for health because they most certainly deserve better. All right, have a great day.